What? I just phased. That was weird. That was very bizarre. We just layered for no reason. Oh, weird. That could get people killed if that happens in the middle of a very dangerous area. Actually, I'm not sure it did, but it's all good. Well, actually it did, because it said it was on layer 2, and now it says I'm on layer 8, so... But she said she was on layer 9, so that's just crazy. She must have been layer 8, she must have been mistaken. The layering's been really weird today. Let's go back this way. Not seeing any herbs. Just a little surprising. No mana? I'm gonna go with this playlist. Let's do something different. This is a little too... it's putting me to sleep.
When dreaming, gratitude.
not playing around with cheat on like I did. Yeah, this just can't do it either. Hey, what's up, Brad? How's it going, man? Picked up some crazy hat along the way. You know what? Let's post the stream like everywhere. Yes. Why not? Let's spread the word. I sold a bunch of my greater sagefish. I think that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. I'm hoping it's still at the vendor and I can just buy it back. It's nice to have a different source of that now. We're just gonna grind this out. I don't feel like doing any quests, so we're going full grind mode. Full grindage. So I was fishing earlier. I got two 12-slot bags from fishing. I got a two-hand sword from fishing. I got a new, like, check this out. So just from fishing today, I got this sword, which is, you know, from my, you know, I'm self-found, so anything I can get is nice. I got that. I got this Gloom Reaper of the Eagle. I got this Hillborn Access String. So I got, basically all my weapons have been replaced by weapons I got simply from fishing. Check out these shoulders. 6 agility, 7 spirit. Nah, actually the ones I have are pretty decent. You're sad. Yeah, let's level up my sword skill, my two-hand sword skill a little bit here. Look at the little banners, that's pretty cool. I like it. Little band of the hand going on here. I don't think I've ever remember seeing that before, to be honest. Yeah, my two-hand skill is still pretty crappy. Crit. Nope. No crit. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get. Yeah, when I crit with this two-hander, it does some decent damage. It'd be like 250 maybe. But it's just so slow. I don't like slow weapons. I've got a nice slow main hand weapon. Like, this one's 2.7, so that's not bad. Yeah, doing good. Curious how? I think I missed. Okay, 129 crit. No furious out. 131 no crit. And the biggest reason we're killing here is because we're stacking up our winners by it. Because eventually at late game, dual wielding weapons with Frosto on both and Crusader on both is my magnus opus. So that's what I like to run. So. Furious outfit? Nope. Yeah, look, my melee crit's only 4.6. So with Mongoose, that's 24.69. Still though, 24.69. I think you crit more often. Yeah. Yeah, with self-found it's a little different. We can't just go to the auction house and grab ourselves a decent weapon. But yeah, if you look at my bags, I did get 2 12-slot bags today from fishing, so that helps. Let's try tanking. We're gonna turn pet growls off, and we'll turn pet cower on, and let's try to straight up tank this mob. Get a few mongoose bites. Since we're gonna do that, let's throw in a Rumsy Rum Dark. A little more health pool. Mongoose Bite crit. Come on. Nope. Yeah, I don't have counterattack. I don't usually run counterattack my melee hunter. I mean, what's the point? I mean, counterattack's kind of... It depends. Let me see how much damage it does. See, the problem with counterattack is it only does 40 damage. So it's like, the whole point of counterattack is really to get away, right? Counterattack isn't meant to be like a DPS. I'd have to try it out again. It's been a while since I ran counterattack. To see if, because the damage though, I mean 40 damage is nothing, right? But Mongoose Bite's bad too. The reason Melee Hunter, one of the reasons Melee Hunter is so bad in vanilla is that the abilities that you have in survival that feel like they could be like kind of Melee Hunter type abilities are so underwhelming, you know. I mean, you can see here that Mongoose Bite actually crit and did a whopping 69 damage, which when you have Mongoose Bite at the max rank and you're using a very powerful two-hand weapon and you crit, it will do I will say it will do a little bit of damage, but that's about it. You know, it's not super significant. Like there, I actually crit on Mongoose and Raptor at the same time there. Did about 300 damage between the two. But really the thing that makes Melee Hunter start to actually work a little bit is really Crusader. You need Crusader because you'll start using your wing clip as a way to try to proc Crusader. I mean, wing clip kind of has like what they call like a phantom strike aspect to it. It's like when you swing wing clip, there's actually it's hard to explain. I actually used to know how it works, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's like this weird like phantom swing to it. But anyways, you use it to proc your weapon effects is what it's really good for, because it's not really there to do a ton of damage. You know, it's meant to like slow people down, but once you start getting some really good stuff on your weapons, like Shadow Oil or Frost Oil, or you know, having Enchanted with Crusader, that's where Wing Clip can be used to great effect. But you can see I'm straight up tanking right now. I mean, my pet's using Cower. Although I'm only on Cower rank 1, so I seriously need to rank up my pet's Cower. We'll have to do that. My pet's Bite is at max rank, and I think Furious Howl is not at max. I don't think Furious Howl's at max rank, because I believe we can get Furious Howl off the Crag Coyote and the Badlands. Let me double check that. Cower and where's Furious Owl? I have Furious Owl rank 2. Yeah, we can't get rank 3 yet. That's not till Feralus. The highest level Cower we can get currently is Cower rank 4, which is the Badlands actually. But I'd be fine with just grabbing. We could just grab one from a Stranglethorn Veil Cower rank 3, but Cower's not super important. But if we are going to face tank and try to fish for Mongoose, then you definitely want to keep your Cower up. Ooh, 3, nice. These guys do way more damage. Swapping threat back to the pet if I can here. Let's level up the two-hand weapons skill again. The other thing that's really weird is I don't think you'll notice like my Mongoose Bite there only hit like 34 damage. Hey, what's up, Volker? And so it doesn't really feel like a slow hand weapon really affects your Mongoose Bite much, which is kind of crappy, right? It's like, what's the point? Mongoose is so underpowered. If they really wanted to make Melee Hunter a lot more, Mongoose Bite should hit like 3 times harder than it currently does. Like, it hits for like... Here, let's see if we can proc a Mongoose Bite right now, right? Keep in mind I'm using a slow weapon. So here, Mongoose Bite did it for 33 damage, right? 30... Like, one tick, just to put that in perspective, one tick of my Serpent Sting does more damage than Mongoose Bite. Just one single tick. So that's pretty awful. Do we want to go with 6 agility, 6 spirit, over 5 stamina, 6 something like, I'm always running out of mana. Mana is always an issue for Melee Hunter. Okay, let's leave it. We're gonna leave it on face tank. Let's see if we can get another Mongoose here. There. Okay, so that Mongoose crit for 7.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So a little bit. Holy crap, am I even drinking mana potion? No, I'm not a mana drink here. I need better mana drink, I just don't want to pay the money for it. This is so bloody expensive. I've got 51 gold. A lot of that was just from grinding fishing. baby. Nice. Is that mail? Yeah. Another mail item. This one's so hard to get without falling. Oh, that's fine with it. We're good. Two, nice. I didn't mean to shoot again.
Just out to find the better part of me. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy to be me. I wish that I could cry, fall upon my knees, find a way to lie about a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but don't be naive. Even heroes have the right to bleed. I may be disturbed, but won't you concede? Even heroes have the right to dream. It's not easy to be me. Get away from me. Well, it's alright. You can all sleep sound tonight. I'm not crazy or anything. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive.
Yeah, then what's up?
Men want men.
Yeah, I sold a bunch when it hit 103,000. I sold a little bit, and then I bought back in at like 95. I did a good job. I almost hit the top and I almost hit the bottom. I did pretty good there. I made myself a little bit of... I'm not trying to make money, although I'm sure I did make money, but I'm just trying to get more Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So when it goes up, I'm selling trying to sell the top, and then trying to buy back in lower so that I can increase the amount of Bitcoin I have. I did pretty good yesterday on that though, actually. I was proud of myself. Yeah, my XRP, that shit hasn't been doing as good, but you have to put so much money into it though. I'm liking my Cardano more than I'm liking my XRP. Although I haven't checked yet in the last few hours, so I don't know where it's at.
It's not easy to be me.
King's blood. It's always king's blood. We don't need no king's blood. We need some XP is what we need. Learn it the hard way. Gold thorn, gold thorn, gold thorn.
This is my life. It's not what it was before. All these feelings I've shared, and these are my dreams that I've never lived before. Somebody shake me, 'cause I must be sleeping.
97, yeah. It's alright, Hopper. Wish I had some tubes on me. I could make some frost oil. Is there a vendor around here? I don't think there is in this particular zone. Chillman Camp there might be. I don't know if there's a vendor at Chillman Camp that sells alchemy stuff. I'm tempted to go look though. I could fly path all the way there anyway. We're gonna check it out. Let's do it. Let's do that. God, this sword sucks. I can't hit shit with this sword. I hate two-hand weapons. They're so damn slow. Okay, we got the rare dragon around here somewhere. I don't see the dragon though. So very scary. The Renaissance is near. But where? Let's send the pet. Yeah, not close enough to target. Not close enough to target. It's really useful when you have a pet. When you get a super powerful rare that you can just target the rare and send your pet after the rare. That way you can kind of see where the hell the, the rare is, but it's not close enough for me to target, so.
Hi, how are you?
Alright, do we have
Well met.
tubes? We do not. What a bummer. I thought this guy might have had him. Ooh, when did we get these glyphed mids? Kind of, not really an upgrade, but...
Be careful.
Let me think. Do we want to run back?
Need help?
Well,
For the Alliance.
let's run back. And hope that we don't run into the dragon. He usually flies up through here. Don't think he flies up over the right side here. We must be careful. And not run into a fence. Got it. Alright, so we're off that layer. Didn't really want to worry about an Renaissance. Guess I want to get some more herbs. Probably be a good idea to do some dungeons at this level, I think, just to blow through some XP. I really don't want to hear this song. I don't like this. bastard! You made me waste my explosive trap. Ah. Lame. If you're gonna do two-hand on a melee hunter, I prefer stabs. I just like the stab animation a lot better than the sword animation. I hate the sword animation on the two-hand sword animation on night elves. I really dislike. Ooh. Good tip.
Sometimes I don't know why, but this old town just seems so times with just a little bit more in focus. But when she puts her arms around me, I can somehow rise above it. Yeah, man, when I got that little girl standing right by my side, you know I can tell the whole wide world that shout it, hey, here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Yeah, she looks so right. She is all I need tonight. Every now and then I get down to the end of the day, I have to stop, ask myself why I've done it. It just seems so useless to have to work so hard and nothing ever really seemed to come from it. And then she looks me in the eye and says, we don't last forever, man. You know I can't begin to die, honey. No, but it just feels so good, so free, so right. I know we ain't never gonna change our minds about it. Hey, here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Yeah, she looks so right. She is all I need tonight. Watch your walk. Every time it seems like ain't nothing left no more.
No.
Somehow we reach out and grab hold of something.
It does a lot. Okay, it does a lot. And later, the problem with the melee hunter, the hybrid melee hunter, is your melee side of it doesn't. You don't really do as much damage until you get like. I always hate giving away my secrets, but really the real DPS on the melee hunter is when you have two really good dual one-hand weapons that you can put Crusader on both of them, and you can put Frost Oil on both of them, and then you're going to start seeing, and then of course really your crit rating up as well. So later on down the road when you get more crit and you start getting your crit up around like 20-25%, and plus your remember, keep in mind your Raptor Strike, you're already getting 20% from Savage Strike. So in your base crit rating is pretty crappy. Like right now, like my base crit is 4.73. So when I do like a Raptor Strike, I have a 24.73. But when you get your crit up to around 20, then you're looking at your crit rating being up around like 40%. And so you're going to start critting a ton. And where the damage is really going to spike is when you've got when you got Crusader on both weapons and you proc Crusader twice, so that you have it up, 2 procs Crusader, so you're plus 200 strength. So then you're going to start critting with Mongoose Bite, and you're going to start with Raptor Strike. You're going to start seeing some pretty significant crits. So right now, no, at this level, because your crit rating is so low, and because you just don't have like I'm self-found, so I don't have a lot of good gear. I don't have like the enchantments and stuff. So the melee, I'm still going to probably do more damage with melee. So we'll take a look at it. I mean, right now melee's doing 36%, but you can see the traps and Serpent Sting are doing a lot, right? So it's traps 27.9. Plus you got to roll in any other dots. But basically, my trap is 28% and my Serpent Sting is 17. So what's that? That's like 45%, right? So about almost half of my damage is coming from Serpent Sting and traps. The other half is coming from, melee and Raptor Strike. So it's about 50-50, but that will change later on. When you get to 60 and you get better gear and you get the kind of some of the stuff I'm talking about, you're going to see that your trap and your Serpent Sting are probably going to drop down to maybe around like 35%. Instead of being like right now it's almost 50%, it's going to drop down to maybe like 35%. And when you're doing dungeons, you're going to be pulling you want to get Serpent Sting on as many mobs as you can. So like let's say I'm doing LBRS or something, and we're running in and there's like 5 mobs. I'll try to get Serpent Sting off on maybe 3 or 4 of them before I move in and start doing damage. And also, another thing you want to keep in mind is, let's take a look at the pet damage, right? Don't you keep swapping weapons when, no less keeping. Yeah, I mean, it's self-found, so right. So whatever gear I get, if I get a really, really good 2-hand weapon, like if I got really lucky and got like a blue 2-hand weapon drop, yeah, I'm going to be using the 2-hand weapon. But Like, I mean, again, it's self-found, so everything I've got, like, I got from fishing. Like, this weapon was from fishing. This was from fishing. Um, this two-hand weapon was from fishing. A lot of my gear comes from fishing because you just fish a lot. It's a great way to get gear when you're doing self-found. Here's the two-hand weapon I have, Stonecutter Claymore of the Wolf. It's 23.9 DPS per second. But again, if I'm using this weapon, I feel like I don't do as much. I just don't feel like I do as much damage with two-hand weapons. If they're good, again, it really just depends on how good the weapon is. If I get a two-hand blue weapon that's a level 30 blue, it definitely going to do more damage with that than I would with two one-hand weapons. But if the two of the one-hand weapons were also level 30 and they were also blue, I would put my money on the blue too, on the dual wield weapons, as long as the weapon in my main hand is fairly slow. Because obviously it's like a rogue. When you're playing a melee hunter and you're dual wielding, you think of it like a rogue. You want a really, really slow weapon in your main hand. But like I said, my pet right now does 30% of my damage. Since the build that I run with is a hybrid. I mean, you're going to be going BM. So once we as we get to like level 40, really, I like to go improve aspect of monkey just because I like to be able to off tank with my hunter. So I'll have like sets of gear that I get at level 60 that have a ton of dodge that I'll actually equip sometimes if I'm doing like really dangerous dungeons. For example, a lot of times if I'm like in Skolomons in a 5-man, a lot of times I may use like my Blade Master's leggings to give me like plus 2% dodge, just simply because I think they give me crit and dodge, and having that extra dodge, pushing my dodge up to like 30% dodge, is really useful. Sometimes we get a couple extra pulls, a couple of extra mobs on pulls. It's really useful for me to be able to like kind of off tank a mob and not worry about it too much. But again, once we flesh this out, we're going to go all the way down and get Bestial Wrath in the BM tree, in the Beast Mastery tree. So my pet's going to start doing, pretty good damage. But even so, even when I flesh this all the way down to Bestial Wrath, my pet still is only going to be doing like maybe, if I remember correctly, maybe 35% or 35 to 40. I'm still going to be out DPSing my pet. But at this level, especially when you're doing self-found, you definitely want to be using your trap and your Serpent Sting on every single pull because you're just going to kill so much faster, right? And the other thing too to keep in mind, yeah, you get gear. Yeah, when you open the crates, you have a chance to get gear. Yeah. That's the other thing with the pet will hold aggro fairly well. The other thing with the melee hunter, the way I play it, is you want to set up your pet so that you can switch aggro between you and your pet. It just helps for survivability reasons. There's going to be times when you may get 3 mobs in a pull, and so you're definitely going to want to tank one of the mobs. You're going to want your pet to tank 2 of them, but there may be times when you want to switch threat. Like maybe your pet's health is down to 30% and yours is at 80%. So you may flip your pet to passive, or flip your pet. Because I've got a macro that turns, like if I hit Control F here, it turns on, look, it turns on Growl, right? See, Growl is currently on down here in my pet bar. And Cower is off. But if I hit Control E, it turns Growl off and it turns Cower on. So I can kind of swap threat between me and my pet fairly quickly. So, and also, if you get enough dodge on your character, like if you've got enough dodge and you want to just tank mobs, like right now I can send my pet in. Right, just run in, and I'm going to get threat pretty quickly, right? Well, at least I should. My pet's actually holding threat fairly well. That's because I missed on one of my attacks, but, and I can kind of face tank the mob and, hopefully fish for some Mongoose Bites. But right now, this guy, I'm not dodging anything, which kind of sucks. I don't think I dodged a single attack, which is pretty rare. You're normally going to, even though my dodge isn't really great right now, I think it's around 20. Let's see. Currently my dodge is 22%. Right. So send my pet in. Right. Bring him back. So I'm definitely going to get threat here pretty quick because of my trap. But look, man, this guy still not dodging anything. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to tank mobs that have two-hand weapons because they can hit very hard with crits. Yeah, my pet has a growl. But like right there, I was turning growl off. But there are times when you might want to swap threat between you and your pet. It's very useful to be able to do that when you know, on demand. Like right here, you know, you can see the threat meter. I've got a threat meter here. See, my pet's got 100% threat. Now, if I do this, watch. You can see that when I flipped it and turned his taunt off, I was actually catching up on threat pretty quickly. But well, you can't drop traps while in combat, so that's the problem. I can't run up and drop a trap on this guy's feet because once I go into combat, you can't drop a trap. Now I can with Feigned Death, right? So look, let's say I send my pet and I run up here, right? Now I can drop a trap on him, but I got a Feigned Death, right? Watch. So there I Feigned Death and drop a trap at his feet. The reason you see me drop the trap and pull and have my pet pull the mob over the trap is because I'm just trying to conserve mana, you know. Because it costs mana to use Feigned Death, so to use Feigned Death every single, you know, every single pull is going to make me run out of mana a lot faster. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't use your traps in combat. Which is really a screw up on Blizzard's.
Sometimes I don't know why.
Which, in my opinion, is a big screw up on Blizzard's part. I think traps. They changed it, but they changed it. So what they did was they allowed you to eventually use traps in combat, but they changed the cooldown. Keep in mind, your cooldown in your traps is only 15 seconds. Whereas in the Burning Crusade, I think it was Burning Crusade when they made it. I'm trying to remember if it was Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King, where they said you can now trap while in combat. But then they changed the cooldown of your trap to like a minute or something. They made it much longer, right? So one of the cool things about vanilla, especially if you're talking about hardcore, is I can feign death and trap a mob. I'll show you here in a second what I'm talking about. Let me get some mana. I'll show you something here real quick. Trapping is really powerful on hunters in vanilla. Yeah, but what I was going to show you, I want to show you something else. So, all right, so let's say I'm in combat with two mobs, right? We got this mob, and we got this mob over here. All right, so we're in combat with two mobs. All right. I'm going to trap this one, right? Well, one of them anyway. And then we're going to fight this one, right? What's nice about vanilla is your Feigned Death and trap cooldowns are so low. Look, my Feigned Death's only like 18, 17 seconds. And he just came out of the trap, right? Now I can wing clip this guy and bring my pet over here, right? If I wanted to. And we can trap this guy again. So this actually comes really useful. And then I can banish my pet. So in like dungeons when the shit hits the fan and like the group fucks up and they're pulling like extra mobs and all this, everybody's like freaking out. You can actually wing clip trap, wing clip one mob, trap another, and then you can basically kite the one mob that you're killing around the trapped mob, such that when the trap mob comes out of the trap, you've got enough distance where by the time he even gets you can pretty much just trap him again. So you can effectively take on 2 people at once, pretty easily, which can be really useful in a hardcore dungeon when, when you get a couple of additional adds, for example. The biggest reason I'm up here, though, is getting Winter's Bite. Oh yeah, it takes skill. It takes a lot of skill, yeah. But that's the difference between a really good hunter and most other hunters. Most other hunters don't even try to do that. They're just focusing on, oh, I'm just gonna do damage, which is fine. I mean, I play marksman sometimes, and you don't even, you're just focusing on DPS. But there are times when it comes in handy, like. Let's see. Where was it? It wasn't LBRS.
We got extras.
Yep. Yeah, watch out for.
So like, and here I wasn't really kiting, but you can see in this particular instance where we're doing Stratholme, and I'm on my melee hunter. Right, so we're doing Stratholme.
We got extras.
And it's easy to get extra mobs in Stratholme. Stratholme's pretty dangerous, actually.
Yeah, watch out for
distract.
dashboard.
I'm gonna distract.
I don't know why this video came out kind of choppy, but so I apologize for that. But
Jesus.
so you can see there, I feigned death into an explosive trap. Obviously, get explosive trap up on all these mobs. Pop my
Giving everyone.
Pop Bestial Wrath.
Crack's on cooldown, so if we can keep backing up.
Yep.
If he comes,
They're worried about getting the ad here, but we end up getting him.
I'm gonna blind.
I'm gonna full back up right here.
Up, he's coming. Blind.
So the rogue blinds him, and the rogue's gonna call for me to trap, but my trap's on cooldown for 7 seconds.
Can we get a frost trap or a shackle?
Yes, he's asking for frost trap, but feign death has still got a 5-second cooldown.
Maybe.
Nope.
We're good.
I tell him that it's on cooldown, but as soon as it comes off cooldown, I get him.
We also have Forester on us.
Okay. So I trap this guy, and then we start talking about the Forester.
Killing everyone.
And if you look here, the healer's the healer's gonna run out of mana here.
I'm an evasion tank Forester. Keep him off pig.
You can see now the healer's really low on mana. And the tank Oates is getting pretty low on health. Now notice he's still in a trap. Because later on down the road, my higher ranks of my freezing trap last longer. So right now they don't last super long. They're like, 10 or 12 seconds or something. But because of trap mastery and because of higher ranks of trap down the line, my frost trap lasts like 20 seconds. So you can see that's a pretty lengthy CC, right? So he finally comes out of the trap, out of my freezing trap, and I've only got 7 more seconds before I can trap him again.
Mana.
The healer says that she's out of mana, he's out of mana. At this point, I'm kind of waiting to see what the group's going to do, because there's really no direction right now. So you'll hear people say, what are we doing? Are we going to Petri and Because at this point, it's kind of scary. I mean, we don't want to die. This is hardcore. The healer's pretty much almost out of mana, so
I'm slept.
one person slept. I go ahead and trap him again. Luckily, nobody hits him. I should have called that trap out, probably. Luckily, nobody hit him.
Slept again. Look out for those spectral citizens.
Now the tank's low on health. The healer's low on health and has basically no mana.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got?
I don't have I don't have any mana.
Shit.
The tank's almost dead. Look at the tank is really low on health here.
Oh, Petri, or are you good?
Yeah. So then one guy says, "Are we Petri? Are we gonna Petri?"
I'm good. Shield walling.
Now the tank says, "I'm good. I'm gonna hit shield wall." There aren't that many mobs left, so at this point I'm thinking, well, if we're not gonna Petri, when he's gonna shield wall, then I guess we're gonna down the the patchwork dude.
We going, or what are we doing?
Are we
Oh,
running
hold
out?
up.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm bandaging.
Okay, we're good.
The tank's bandaging.
I'm gonna go.
And you can see the tank, like, he got hit hard there, and the healer's still really low on mana.
Down
Okay.
on him.
Stop DPS on patch.
So now he says stop DPS on patch, which is a good call because we have 3 mobs we're killing here, and the healer still basically is working with no mana. So once he says stop DPS on patch, I'm gonna probably just trap patch. Yeah, heal pet is a channeled ability. It's not instant. In vanilla WoW, heal pet is channeled.
Stop DPS and patch? Okay. I can freeze patch.
So as soon as he says
I'm
stop
gonna freeze
DPS, I'm gonna go freeze him.
Yeah, gonna heal you. Jeez. We gotta
I'm
focus
dancing.
on
I'm
spectral.
dancing with the spectrals.
Now, Fella Miras is dancing with the Spectral Citizen because if you dance with a Spectral Citizen in Skolomons, they stop fighting and they dance with you. So you can actually take one of these guys out of combat just by having somebody dance with them.
So he's dancing. Someone dance with him.
And so what we're doing here is we're just delaying combat, which is good because we're waiting for the healer to get their mana potion to come off cooldown.
A mode dance with a citizen. He won't fight.
Okay, mana potion up. I'm gonna heal everyone.
Now Pig pops his mana potion and he's going to do his prayer of healing, and you'll watch everybody's health just jump right up.
All right.
And Pig has like best, like I'm talking, he's got best pre-raid gear. His gear is really good. He's got like all the enchantments, everything. Every socket is enchanted with the best stuff you could get pre-raid. So he had fantastic gear.
Can I gouge
So-
him?
We're-
Give us
we're
5
back
more
to full.
seconds, or are we good?
No,
Alright.
we're good.
We're
Tight.
So you can see here we're doing a Skolo run. I'm actually number 3 on DPS, but I'm barely behind the rogue. So keep in mind I'm a melee hunter, and I'm barely behind out DPSing the rogue, and of course the mage is doing number 1 damage. But this mage actually had way better gear than I did. At this point my gear was good, but it wasn't like amazing. It was pretty good, but this mage had really good gear. But as a melee hunter, a lot of times I actually out DPS. Pretty much as a melee hunter, if I have the right gear, pre-raid, gear. Once raid gear comes out, and it was a different story. But before people got raid gear, I could usually pretty much out DPS everybody except for pretty much mages. Mages were difficult, just because mages had so much AOE damage. I mean, their damage is insane, so very difficult to out DPS a mage.
All right. Nice. Aye. Got him.
Thanks, Zelch.
Jesus Christ.
So I mean, it looks pretty sedate because everybody was level-headed, but that could have been a really bad situation there. Like the tank almost died several times. I mean, you can see he got down very low on health. And if the tank dies, I mean, it's pretty much everybody's going to Petri and just leave group because there's not much you can do at that point. But my point was, as a melee hunter, you do offer quite a bit of flexibility. Like I said, at max level, my traps are a 20-second CC. And when the trap expires, I only have to wait about 5 or 7 seconds before I can. I think it's like maybe 7 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds before I can actually retrap. So I can actually keep mobs out of combat pretty effectively. Of course, you got to keep in mind there's the frost trap. I always get them confused. I think frost is the slow trap and freeze is the freeze. So I always thought that they should have called the one that's slow like like slow trap, or I don't know. I should have called it something else, but anyways, and I don't know if I have any. I think I've got a run where I ended up going marksman on this particular hardcore hunter. Let's see. I think it was a UBRS. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Here I'm doing like here's what I'm doing like a marks run. Yeah. Yeah, Wolf's good for as you're leveling. I like Wolf because when I'm doing the individual pulls into my traps, I get the Furious Howl. You know, I'm doing Furious Howl, but you can see here I'm running marks, and you know, and I'm number 1 on DPS. So, and I think I end up being, it's pretty close. At the end of the raid, I think I end up being just barely getting beat out by Fellomaris, but early on I was, yeah, there were times when I was number 1. And I think I was running marks on this. Yeah, you can see it by my bar. So I did have to respec sometimes because the guild leader Brinstar here wanted me to run marks for UBRS just because they wanted the extra damage. But if you look, my damage, what was it, 438? That's DPS per second. The thing that's also kind of misleading is, yeah, you're going to do, I mean, that's like, that's your DPS, like, it is your DPS per second, but that's against like a single target. But you'll see like overall did what, 262,000 damage. Let's see if we go back. So here I'm doing, you know, 300 something DPS, but still 214,000. The difference is with the melee hunter, you're doing so much trap damage. So even though you're not going to be bursting single targets for as high damage as you will with marks, I mean, your AoE damage is significantly higher than a marksman hunter. So if you're going into dungeons where there's a lot of mobs and but it's also risky because you drop down in your traps, you can pull threat pretty quick. Pookie crafting, what's up? Anyways, it's just slow leveling. I hate doing quests in vanilla WoW because I've done them so many times. You know what I mean? It's like, I've played World of Warcraft since 2004, so some of this shit I've done so many times that like I hate doing some of these quests because I'm just so bored of them. So a lot of times I just find myself killing mobs because it's literally less boring than doing quests I've done 10,000 times. What it feels like. It feels like I've done 10,000 times.
Old town just seems so hopeless. I ain't really sure, but it seems I remember the good times with just a little bit more in focus. But when she puts her arms around me, I can somehow rise above it. Yeah, man, when I got that little girl standing right by my side, you know, I can tell the whole wide world that shout it, hey, here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Yeah, she looks so right. She is all I need tonight. Every now and then I get
Let's
down
go,
to the
Serpent
end of the
Sting.
day, I just stop.
What's
Ask
up, Brandon?
myself why I've done it.
I love me some Top Hat here.
It just seems so useless to have to work so hard and nothing ever really seemed to come from it. And then she looks me in the eye and says we don't last forever, and then you know I can't begin to die. No, but it just feels so good, so free, so right. I know we ain't never gonna change our minds about it. Hey, here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. like ain't nothing left no more. I found myself having to reach out and grab hold of
Get
something.
another drink.
Yeah, I just catch myself wondering, waiting, worrying about some silly little things don't add up to nothing. And then she looks me in the eye, says we gon' last forever, man. You know I can't begin to doubt it. No, 'cause it just feels so good, so free, so right. I know we ain't never gonna change our minds about it. Yeah, here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Yeah, she looks so right. She is all I need tonight. That's right.
Here in the familiar place, we got our heads down, and then we pretend it's 'cause the night is dark and running out of space for us to run around. But it's a dead end and my knee is tight and it's been a long time of this.
I had cheetah. I can't believe I had cheetah up there. I had like the certain stuff with cheetah. That's awesome. I'm tired. What can you say?
Everyone here is ready to go. It's been a hard year with nothing to show from down this road. It's only on we go. Everyone here is ready to go. It's been a hard year, and I only know from down this slope. It's only up we go. Let's get on another flight. Maybe set out to sea. Kick it up and shake our fist.
I wish I had a cleave ability.
Death
That kind of freaks me out.
is harder to come by
Wish I had like
than it is
you know, like
to breathe.
the warrior cleave ability. Called cleave.
When you gotta
Strangely enough.
make a break for it, 'cause it's been a long time of this. Something has got to give. Everyone here is ready to go. It's been a hard year.
You're fine, Hopper.
Nothing to show from down this road. It's only on we go. Everyone here It's only on we go. Everyone here is ready to go. It's been a hard year. I only know from down this low. It's only
I mean, I think in general humanoids have better drops, loot tables. I think they have better loot tables than like beasts, you know. You know, they tend to drop more. Yeah, so I would say yes. I would say yes.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed. 'Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. And stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. And so Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows if it's not our day. But please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. We'll throw it all away. I'm gonna start a revolution from my bed. 'Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, 'cause summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. My
Knapsack love.
but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Snowflakes are falling in Monroe. Torrens and Mogor all dressed like gnomes. From Barrens to Elwyn to Silver Pine, there's just one thing on our minds. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause it won't feel like Christmas without fresh. Buffing each other with mistletoe. Gingerbread cookies with milk that's ice cold. And Stormwind is covered in Christmas lights. This is the game of our time. And every zone is packed with players all dinging. Just watching all that old vanilla it's singing. Azeroth is filled with holiday cheer. Christmas in Westfall this year. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause it won't feel like Christmas without fresh. With every zone, with every quest, I hope you'll make it with no deaths. 'Cause baby, it's that classic hardcore Christmas fresh.
Watch your back.
Pray to me.
How are you? Off with you.
Alrighty then.
What's on your mind? Be good.
I need more CAD cards with this here. I hate this level, man. Like, this level's like a shitty level. Because all the quests that are like kind of in this level range are quests I don't really like to do. I just can't stand Stranglethorn Veil.
How are you?
But I guess we're kind of relegated to
Safe
that
trap.
at this point, unfortunately. I can't stand Stranglethorn Veil. I would say the one thing about Vanilla WoW that gets tiring is I appreciate the slow leveling experience, doing the same quest over and over again can get really tedious. You know, it'd be nice to, I would love to see them come out with like a Classic Plus where it's basically the same, you know, just level, you know, 1 to 60. But they just implement, you know, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new content, new quest lines, stuff like that. So give you more variety. So that you're not always doing the same things you've done 10,000 times before. You know, I'd also like to see more unique creatures in the world, you know, more world bosses, more kind of rare mobs that are like really hard to find, that are like really remote areas. And then I would like to see a lot more set gear, like even like white or gray set gear, you know, just like stupid shit. Like maybe do like a gray set that's like gray set of the beggar, and if a rogue acquires like the full set, increases like their stealth or something, you know, just, you know, weird stuff, off the wall stuff. Need to get more creative. Come on.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back. Glad I could help. You're real. Hurry back. What's up? Glad I could help. Adventure awaits. I have work for one such as you. Well met, traveler. There's opportunity to be had here if you're clever enough.
What can I help you with? String.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Strength and honor. Go with honor.
Hey, yeah. Have a good one.
Greetings. Fight well.
Urgh.
Bought a ticket for a runaway train, like a madman laughing at the rain.
Interested on a pint?
Touch little in
What's your bet?
It's just easier than dealing with the pain. Runaway train, never going back. Wrong way on a one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow neither here nor there. Runaway train, never coming back. Runaway train, tearing up the track. Runaway train, burning in my face.
I seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you anyhow. I won't soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. I'm taking it slow, feeding my flame, shoveling the cards of your game, and just in time, in the right place, suddenly I will play my ace. I will soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. Eyes on fire, your spine is so blaze, failing any forward my gaze, and just in time, in the right place, steadily emerging with grace. Failing any forward my gaze. Steadily emerging with grace. Failing any forward my gaze. Steadily emerging with grace.
Son of a... I just get like fat fingering my abilities here. What the hell, man?
Once upon a time, I was of the mind to lay your burden down, leave
Yeah, it's kind of an annoying quest, Laser. Is it the worst man drink ever? What is that? What's it? I really wish I would have trained for that. I'll get it next time when I train. That's alright, I don't want anybody to hear my voice. There you go, Laser, just for you. Turn the music down. Turn the music down just so you can hear my voice. You know, these guys do drop Khadkar's Whisker quite often. Maybe I should just farm them. Feels like one out of every like 3 or 4 of these guys drops Khadkar's Whisker. Full Husker, right, okay. I hate these medicine men. They always heal themselves. They're such a pain in the butt.
Light be with you. Light bless you. Go with honor. What can I help you with? I buy and trade. For the Alliance.
You had to pay extra? Okay. I don't know where you come up with these stories. I have no idea who Flintlock is.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get this. This wreckage, I think, is... That's like... yeah. No, it's only an ironbound chunk. I was hoping to get some mithril chunks. Lame-o. I think these guys are immune to nature. Yeah, immune. No Serpent Sting for you. Hmm. Holy crap, how many casts do I have in this pool? I was hoping to get some more crates. I really don't want Firefin. I don't need Firefin. Ah, there's a crate. Nothing too crazy. There's the Elite Croc. Huh. Wow, look at all these sword over here. Forgot I had the Blood Scalp Years quest.
Well met. See you soon.
Open for business. Light bless you.
Alright, that's for me. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I am tired. But yeah, this level, like, level 37 is kind of an annoying level. I'm trying to think. So 37. I mean, we've got Dustless we can do. We can grind Raptors if we want. We still have Stranglethorn Veil, of course, which I can't stand. Stranglethorn Veil. Oh yeah, Swamp of Sorrows is another one. Swamp of Sorrows I actually don't mind. Yeah. Yeah, so 37, yeah. We can do the Encroaching Wildlife and the crystals. There's also the ones that we didn't pick up. The Encrusted Tail, that's elite though.
Hi.
We also need Moonberry Juice, but I don't want to pay that much money for Moonberry Juice. This kind of sucks. But anyways, that's it, guys. I'm tired. I'll catch you next time. Have a good night, Laser. But yeah, I don't really like living at this level 37 to 4. I think it's kind of one of those areas that I don't enjoy that much. I just feel like the quests are a little bit, they're a little bit boring. And
Watch your back.
I think, once we get to Feralus, Feralus. Oh, hopefully people in the guild will do Scarlet Monastery runs. That'll help. We do have the guild's. It's a pretty small guild I'm in. I think it's pretty funny. Like this guild, like their name is called Embrace Our Penis because they're like an RP guild. But I'm like, they didn't really think too well before coming up with that name. Unless there's a bunch of gay people in the guild or something. I don't know. But I mean, Embrace Our Penis. It says like Embrace Our Penis. Like OUR space PENIS, Embrace Our Penis. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but if I would have created a guild about RP, like role playing, I probably wouldn't have called it Embrace Our Penis. It seems like, it's just like, I don't know. I don't think I'll, if I could stay on the guild very long with that guild name, it's a little bit too cringe. But the people so far have been pretty friendly in the guild, but there aren't very many people in the guild. That's the biggest problem. There's a lot of guild members, but only 17 online. Let's see. One of the good ways to tell if a guild's active is I always like to go back one day. I would like to get at least 70% of the guild with playing within a day. Let's see. Oh, yeah. not too bad. I'd say maybe 50-60% of the guild has played, and if you include one day, that takes you all the way to about here. So yeah, most of the guild has played within 24 hours. But yeah, but there are plenty of guilds on this server that are much bigger guilds. I tried to get into one guild, but they wouldn't let me in because they were like hardcore raiding guild, you know. And they were just like, yeah, we don't take people with meme specs. And I said, well, you know, I kind of said I run melee hunter, but I also, you know, since they're going to supposedly they're going to be adding dual spec at some point. I mean, if they run dual spec, I'll definitely have a marks build as well, so we can run marks for raiding and melee for like dungeons and stuff. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Hope everybody's having a good one, and I'll see you next time, man. Peace out. What music should I leave you guys with? I don't know. Let's come up with something. Come up with something. Catch you guys later, man. Peace out.
Do you worry that you're not liked? How long till you break? You're happy 'cause you smile, but how much can you fake? An ordinary boy, an ordinary name, but ordinary is just not good enough today. And now, I'm thinking why, yeah, Superman's dead, yeah, and in my head, yeah, we'll just laugh instead. Worry about the weather like it's now you're worried about your faith. Kneel down and obey. You're happy you're in love. You need someone to hate. An ordinary girl, ordinary ways, but ordinary just not good enough today. Alone. I'm thinking why, yeah, Superman's dead, yeah, and in my head, yeah, we'll just laugh instead. Worry about the weather like it's right now. Doesn't anybody ever know? Doesn't anybody ever know? Doesn't anybody ever know that the world's a subway? Doesn't anybody ever know? Doesn't anybody ever know? Doesn't anybody ever know that the world's a subway?
Beneath the black, the sky looks dead. Call my name through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? In my shoe, walking sleep, in my youth I pray to keep heaven send hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Shoulders, more tears. You're alive, and I'm still here. Some half-human creature thing. Can you bring life to anything? Love, take this to make you better. If you don't love me, don't tell me. I've never asked you, and I never ask why. It's such a shame. Well, who's Just looking for a protector. God never reached out in time. There's a love that is a savior, but that ain't no love of mine. My love, it kills me slowly. Slowly I can die. And when she sleeps, she hears the blues. These shades of black and white. Gotta stay cool, you hot head. Count to 1,000 before you sleep in bed. Read the news, pass the time. Drink the juice, feeling fine. Gotta stay cool, you hot head. Count to 1,000 before you sleep in bed. Read the news, pass the time. Drink the juice, feeling fine. At least you're not boring. No one wants to feel this sad. Just looking for a protector. God never reached out in time. There's love that is a savior, but that ain't no love of mine. My love, it kills me slowly. Slowly I could die. And when she sleeps, she hears the blues. These shades of black and white. Just looking for a protector. God never reached out in time. There's love that is a savior, but that ain't no love of mine. My love, it kills me slowly. Slowly I could die. And when she sleeps, she hears the blues. These shades of black and white. Strange things happen in our sleep. Dreams follow into day. I'm hollow. Don't tire yourself out. Thoughts turning in your head. Don't follow. Forget. Bad thoughts pushing at the neck puts pressure on the chest. Calm sorrow. Look close, even closer. It's not black, it's just the shade, just shadow. Forget. Forget.
here where they can't find us. I dare them to call me out. I tell you we met here on purpose. I bet they can't wait to wake us up. It's all a little bit strange. I know it's a little bit strange. Make a point and ignore them. Come on, let's wait this out. They find out we never stop turning. And sometimes it's tough to change direction. I know it's a little bit strange. It's all a little bit strange. At the end of a day, well, I'm gonna say what I mean. Well, I slipping out of way. At the end of our days, we'll escape. We'll escape.
In life, for some things we testify. In our love, for some things we magnify. Your boots are heavy with the undertow. In your hands, your violent piano.